One of us has a vibrator in our bottom.
Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of
Gator
sports
football
college
time in Las Vegas, Nevada.
and the UNLV Rebels. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance.
I'm pretty sure there would be way more people in the stands if Florida ever visited UNLV. But alas, today's paid attendance 1,214.
I'll keep you posted from the sidelines.
Let's go.
Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Gators offense who will have the football first. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Baugh. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Gators will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So UNLV's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. And he'll be matched up on the other side with another guy who's one of the most productive running backs in the game.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing 2 senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These 2 guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these 2 guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Off play action. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Thomas. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. In the red area, it's Ball. Could be it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Plows through the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He lofts one down the sideline. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jones wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Pryor. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Mays. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Gators will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to...
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on third. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He wants to change this route. Handoff for Ball. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning on the Jets. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Jones to throw. Scrambling away. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Back to pass on second down. The screen, he can go. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll need a little distance and... Oh, they block it! Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to his running back. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there ready to cook. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Jones to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coach Mullen told me coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Thomas. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Ball. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Jones wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gators! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Jones to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's a give the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Running inside, it's Thomas. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Lyons. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. With the draw, it's Glover. Breaks the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Irvin.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Off the RPO, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their...
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vegas. He'll try to tack on one more. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. A little screen to the running back. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burnett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for